When I multiply now, I get x squared minus 1x plus 8x minus 8, which gives me x squared plus 7x minus 8. Now notice in this case, it checked except for that first sign. Notice the x squares are the same, the 7x, the 8, and the negative. But my problem has a negative 7x, my check had a positive 7x. When that works, you know that the only thing wrong is that you guessed wrong on the signs. Rather than being plus negative, it should have been negative plus. So I know now my answer is going to be x minus 8 times x plus 1. But even though I've told you we know that's the answer, let's check anyway. Always check before you circle it. So I'm going to work here, x minus 8 times x plus, excuse me. Okay, multiplying, I get x squared plus 1x minus 8x minus 8. Checking, adding now, I get x squared minus 7x minus 8. When I combine the like terms, 1x minus 8x. So I can see that if I multiply the x minus 8 times the x plus 1, I indeed get x squared minus 7x minus 8, which was my problem. I can now circle this knowing that x squared minus 7x minus 8 has been factored into x minus 8 times x plus 1. Let's look at another problem. This one is going to be a little bit harder because the first term also involves more than one guess. Let's factor 6x squared minus x minus 15. Now this sign being negative tells me my signs are different. This sign being negative tells me the signs are different. But I don't know which would be positive and which would be negative. So I'm going to make a guess and put plus and minus. Now we're going to list the ways of getting 6x squared. I can get 6x squared by multiplying 3x times 2x or by multiplying 6x times x. I could also do 2x times 3x and x times 6x, but by the commutative law of multiplication, that would not give me a distinct factor. Now with 15, to get 15 I can multiply 5 times 3, 3 times 5, and I do have to include both 5 times 3 and 3 times 5 because of the combinations. If I have 3x and 2x and use 5 and 3, I am having a different inside-outside combination than when I use 3x and 2x with 3 and 5. So you do not have to list the repeat factors on one of them, like I do not have to do 3x and 2x and then 2x, 3x on the first one, but I will have to do both of them on the second one. I have to do the 5 times 3 and the 3 times 5. Also, I'll need the 15 times 1 and the 1 times 15. So it could take a long time this time. We've got 2 times 4 or 8 possible guesses. Well, let's get started. Let's start with 3x and 2x. Now I need to make a guess over here. Well, what do we want to guess? Well, I've been starting with the first one, so let's guess 5 and 3. Now let's check. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times a negative 3 is a negative 9x. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times a negative 3 is a negative 15. Or I get 6x squared plus x minus 15. It doesn't check. I have the sign difference. Now remember from the last frame, I told you that anytime it checks except for this middle sign, all we have to do is to go up here and reverse our signs. So it would be 3x minus 5 and 2x plus 3. Now I really know this will be my answer, but always check anyway. Never write the answer down without checking. So checking, 3x times 2x, 6x squared. 3x times a positive 3 is 9x. Negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. Negative 5 times a positive 3 is a negative 15. So I get 6x squared minus x minus 15. So therefore, I circle my answer. 6x squared minus x minus 15 can be factored into 3x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. Now always be sure to circle the answer. Some people get carried away and circle the check. Always circle the answer. Now it's time to see how well you understand the concept of guess and check factoring. I'm going to give you some exercises. Take your time with these exercises and try all the combinations. Be patient. The only way to get good with guess and check factoring is to practice, practice, practice. Keep guessing. As you guess, try to learn from your bad guesses so that you can get better. The first problem, x squared minus 7x plus 6. A hint, remember this plus tells you the signs will be the same. That tells you they will be minus. So when you write it down, give you kind of a hint here. I don't think you can read it very well, but a little bit of one. You're going to have two negatives. The second one, x squared minus 3x minus 4. This sign tells you that the signs will be different. One will be plus and one will be minus, but you don't know which. The third one, 10x squared plus 11x minus 6. Again, the signs will be different, but you don't know which will be positive and which will be negative. Once you have the problems copied, stop the tape and do the factoring. When you have completed your work, restart the tape to check your answers. Here come the answers. The first one, x minus 6 times x minus 1. The second one, x minus 4 times x plus 1. The third one, 5x minus 2 times 2x plus 3. If you disagree with any of these answers, be sure to check with someone.